Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to install macOS Sonoma on computer. So, let's begin. Now the first thing first is you're gonna head to your browser. Type CPUZ download. Visit the first website. Click on Setup English. Now, check your CPU codename to use a suitable EFI. Now, my computer is using Coffee Lake technology, so I use an EFI for Coffee Lake. Now, go to your browser again. Type EFI Alaria. Visit the first website. Scroll down until you find OpenCore Desktop. If you're using desktop, you're gonna choose desktop, or if you're using a notebook, you're gonna choose notebook. Now, I'm gonna choose desktop Coffee Lake download. Now, download proprietary. Visit this website. Remember, I'll put the link in the description, so make sure to check it. Now, you're gonna download Jensen BIOS. Visit the first website. Now you're gonna download Blender Etcher. Download mini tool partition wizard. Now download Explorer++. Now, let's begin the installation. First, you're gonna set up Blender Etcher. Now choose Flash from a file. Now locate your macOS Sonoma install images. Now you will need a 32GB USB to do this, so in this case I will use 64 gigs. You can also use 32GB, it's okay, no problem. Now click on Flash. The next thing is you're gonna extract EFI and proprietary for me. Now first you're gonna extract EFI first, and then extract proprietary. Now Run proprietary as administrator. Now locate your EFI. It's in OC folder. Choose config.please file. Now locate to platform info. Here you can see the system product name. So now go to your browser. Type choosing SM BIOS. I will put the link in the description, so make sure you check it. Now I will use Mac Mini for my graphics card. So if you're using the same as my CPU, the i3 9th generation, you can. But if you're using a CPU that contains Coffee Lake, you can also use the Mac Mini 8,1 to your graphics card because it's suitable. Now change the system product name. Now you're gonna save. Now you're gonna extract Jensen BIOS. Run as administrator. Now choose select config please file. Now go back to EFI folder again. Choose EFI. OC. Now copy the config please file. Hit enter. Now select 3. Now I will remind you again, if you're using the Coffee Lake CPU, you can use Mac Mini 8,1. Now you're just gonna wait for the USB to flash finish so we can begin the next part. Alright, so my USB has been flash finished. So here you can see the 200 megabyte healthy EFI system partition, and here is the macOS installer partition. Now you're gonna extract. Now you're gonna install mini tool partition wizard. Now here, now you're gonna choose change letter. Change to any letter you want. Now extract Explore++. Run Explore++ as administrator. Delete all the EFI folder here. Now copy the EFI folder. Alright, so now let's begin the installations. Restart the computer and then head into the BIOS. Now, go to advanced mode. Now, fast boot, turn off. Disable fast boot. Boot configuration, no. CSM, disable CSM. And also turn off secure boot if you need. But in this case, I'll turn off secure boot. Now save change and exit. Or if you set up all of the configuration like me, you can also boot directly into the USB. Now I'll choose install macOS Sonoma. Now we wait for the code to finish. I'm so dumb. Shit. Alright, so now you're gonna choose this utility for me. Choose this utility. Now select the disk that you want to install macOS Sonoma. In this case, I will choose this macOS partition to install macOS Sonoma because this contains macOS Sequoia, but I made this video to guide you how to install macOS Sonoma. Now click on erase. Now if you want to rename it, you can rename or you can keep as macOS, and remember, choose APFS. Now click on done. Close this window. Now you're gonna choose install macOS Sonoma. Now click on continue. Now select your disk that you want to install macOS Sonoma, so I choose macOS. Now you're gonna wait for the installation to complete. Con quay tiếp à? Alright, so when this screen pops up without anything failed, you're good. So select your country or region. I'm in Vietnam, so I'll choose Vietnam here. Now if you want to sign your Apple ID account right now, you can sign in or you can click on set up later. So in this case, I will set up it later. Now create your computer account, so I'll type Mac. Alright, so you're good. Now let's check my computer. Now as you can see here, I choose the Jensen BIOS is Mac Mini 8,1. So 8,1 means 2018, and here's macOS Sonoma 14.7.6. For more details, you're gonna go to settings and then choose general. Choose about. Now here you can see the Mac Mini here. So it's received all the right thing of my computer. Alright, so I will show you how to make a dual boot. Now this dual boot is you need to plug in your USB. This method dual boot is you need to plug in your USB all the time. Now restart the computer. Now spam delete key to go into the BIOS. Now, so I'm in my BIOS, so now go to advanced mode. Now go to boot. Now, if your computer doesn't receive any USB, you're gonna unplug and plug in back the USB inside your computer. Now I will unplug and plug in back my USB. Restart the computer again. And now go into the BIOS again. Now you can see here the USB has pops up back. Now go to advanced mode. Go to boot. And now you can see here the boot options. So Windows Boot Manager mean Windows boot. Now boot option 1 mean the priority. That means which device allowed to boot up first. Now select UEFI USB. Save change and exit. Now first, you don't need to press any key to go into the boot menu. So I'll show you. I don't press anything. So you can see here it pops up the option to boot, which is Windows, install macOS Sonoma, macOS, recovery, reset NVRM. Now choose Windows. Alright, so you can see here, we boot back to Windows. Now let me check if my disk is missing. Okay, so here's my games, video, EFI, VMware, blah blah blah, partition. Now, reboot back into macOS. Now choose macOS. You definitely solve your problem. Alright, so we make a dual boot between macOS and Windows, so I will log in into my Hackintosh computer. Now, so that is how you install macOS Sonoma and make a dual boot between Windows and macOS Sonoma. So if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the like, share button and watch my new video when I upload. And now, goodbye.